Okay, hello guys. Um, what I'm showing you here is an example of your oral presentation using PowerPoint slides, presenting the activities, the camp activities, and your the lessons that you have learned from the activities. First of all, as you can see here, you need to have the cover page, the English camp project, and then the members of your team here and a brief introduction here. Then you should have the outline starting from here, the introduction, background of the camp, your study, and particularly you should describe the activities that you have done and the results. Here mean the results of your activities, the camp. And then you have to do a bit of discussions. Make sure that everybody in your team has something to say, has something to contribute about the camp. Also, the discussion of the lesson learned, the summary, and the conclusion, including some references, if any. As you can see on the screen here, uh, you give a bit of background to the course, the introduction to EL3. Yeah. Then you move on to the English camp. Okay. Yeah, you can say something that it was part of the course title Introduction to ELTE or EN391. You know, and for you, what you did, for us, we work on a, fun activity. We asked the student to play a game called Bingo. The game itself aimed at helping the students to understand and learn selected vocabulary items. Those were the items about ASEAN, the countries, the languages, and the nationalities. You can talk about this. Then you move on and then state the aims of your presentation here. One, two, three, and then you go into detail your activity, the the objectives of your activity, your preparation, and what you did, what the student did, and what happened at the introduction at the very beginning of the activity. Uh, and you can show a lot of photographs to illustrate your activity and also how you play the game. This is what I mean by your explanation. And then you come down to the results. You can give a brief summary of the results. And this is another example of your description. Now we'll move on to the benefits, the lessons that you have learned from the English camp. For example, you can say that one obvious benefits of the English camp is that we have learned how to work in a team in harmony. Everyone intended to help each other and to work together. Students too have learned, and as we know, uh, you learn a foreign language better when the filter is low, according to Kachet or something. You link that to the theory as well, and the summaries of the lesson that you have learned. Okay. And then you give the summary and the conclusion and you end with the discussion. So this is all that you need to do because we don't have time, so I will have to ask you to videotape your oral presentation. Okay.